Hello everyone. In a previous video, I showed you how to use find and replace with advanced features like wildcards. I promised to show you use cases where find and replace can help you work more efficiently in Excel. And in today's video, I will be showing you three examples. Let's jump right in. In the first example, I have a data set here and it has some weird text that I don't like. I actually copied this text off of Wikipedia, but I would like to have it in a more clean format, and I want to remove all of this text without having to do it one at a time. So I'm just going to hit Control H, and the pattern that I have here is there's a parenthesis followed by the text A B, and just because from the pattern I can see that there's a space, there's a one, and then there's a closing parenthesis. I don't need to specify all of that pattern. I'll just use the asterisk, which indicates that every text after the open parentheses, the texts A and B, I want to find and delete all of those. So I'll select this column and I'll first do the find all, just so we can see here that it picks up all the text with the AB one in parentheses. And just because we want to get rid of all of this, in the replace with, I will put in nothing and just hit replace all. And that gets rid of all of that data for me. Now I'm going to hit close. And for the second example, I have just received this data set. And as you can see, some of the cells have been merged for no reason that I'm aware of. But however, I would like to remove them and think about if I had about 200 rows of data and I have to manually unmerge each of these cells. It's going to take me a long time. So I'm going to show you a trick using find and replace. So I'm going to hit Control H and I'm going to clear the format here first because I had used this before. So I'm not looking for any string or numbers here, so I'm not going to be typing anything inside of these boxes. What I'm looking for are cells that have been merged and centered. And so I'll just go to the drop down here and click on Format, go to the Format option, and under Alignment, I'm going to check this box to activate the merge cells. Click on OK. And now we can see that this preview is activated. It's a little different from this one. So that's an indication that we're looking for some format. So I'm just going to highlight all the data and then find all. And as you can see from the results, all of the locations that have been merged and centered have been found. So what I'm just going to do is click Control A in here and hit close. And that way I can easily unmerge all these cells in one go. And the final tip for today is, again, I just received this messy data. For some reason, some of them just have an underline in them, a couple cells here. And if I have to start to take this out, it's going to take me a long time. I have to click no border and do that for a couple of all this. So there's also a trick using find and replace. So I'm going to hit Control H again. And now I'm going to clear the find format because we used this in the previous example with merged cells. And again, because we're not looking for strings of text or we're not looking for numbers, we have to use the format. And I'll hit the drop down again, go to format. And this time I'm going to the border option. And here I'm going to say I'm looking for cells that have the underline in them. Select this and click on OK. Because it's in multiple columns, so I can just select all of this and then hit find all. And as we can see, it's found all of the cells that have the underline border. And so, but what I really want to do is to be able to take all this out in one single go. So I'm just going to highlight all of these cells again, hit find all. And now what do I want to replace it with? I just want it to be like other text in the data set without having the underline border. So in the replace what option, I'm going to go here and say format. And then I'm going to say I want to choose from a cell. So I'm going to click on this option and then select any of the cells that doesn't have it. And then when I click on replace all, and we see that all of the underlying borders have been replaced. If you find this content useful, share with others, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.